Jane Goodall is making the argument there's too large of a population. We don't have anywhere near the number of resources we need to be able to take care of all these people, and we need less of them.
My job is giving people hope. If I'm allowed to change a few things, I would like to, without causing any pain or suffering, reduce the number of people on the planet, because there's too many of us. It's a planet of finite resources and we're using them up. But what I really would love to change is the unsustainable lifestyle of everybody else. We're just greedy.
And what that really is a call for you to have much less. Her friends, the elite, the people at the World Economic Forum, the people in Davos, they're not going to have less. They're going to continue to have their private jets, their caviar, their fancy dinners, everything that you could ever imagine, their fancy vacations. They'll go wherever the hell they want to, and they will use people like you as their servants. And you will be expected to smile on the measly wage they give you, and maybe whatever tip if you're lucky. Their lives will not fundamentally change. If anything, it will get better. But they want your life to get worse. The world that Jane and her ilk would be happy with is one where most humans live in a pod. You're given what the government gives you. You're expected to shut up and smile and be happy about it. And you're expected to pretend everything's okay. And guess what? If you step out of line, it's all going to be taken from you, and you'll be put somewhere else where people can't see you. And if anybody talks or asks about you, well, their social credit score will go down and they'll be disappeared too. Elon Musk responded to what I said about Jane, and he said, "She is so wrong. Arguing in favor of reducing humanity is arguing for genocide. The unborn have no voice." They don't. And it's up to us to be that voice. Because this ideology is not just about getting rid of people right now. It is more so about getting rid of the unborn. They know that it's going to be hard to get Americans on with the idea of just offing people. They're looking toward the future. One where they can convince humanity you should only have one child, maybe zero. You either believe in humanity or you don't. The world that these people like Jane Goodall want is one that's almost devoid of emotion. You know what it reminds me of? There's like this glazed over SSRI thing that happens when some people take certain types of antipsychotics where they just almost go into like a zombie-like state. Like you're just supposed to be muted, not feel too much, not react too heavily one way or another. You just kind of trying to get through things. I think that's what they desire for all of us. For us to be in that zombie-like state where we're so fearful of taking any sort of opinion that might challenge the required narrative of the people in charge. And that we're so dependent on them, that we're scared into silence. We're scared into really a miserable kind of vanilla existence where you don't have that dichotomy of feeling, where you start to forget what love felt like because you don't know what hate is. You start to forget what pleasure is because pain is a foreign concept eventually. As time goes on, next generation, eventually, we're almost like drones. Some people like to limit God. They like to limit God to this idea that there's only us, there's only Earth, it's the only place, we stay here, that's that, and we only have a finite amount of resources, and once we use those up, we're done, and then the sun's gonna explode and it's all over. It doesn't have to be that way. First of all, we have an incredible number of resources right here on Earth, an incredible number of emerging technologies that will make energy easier and cheaper year by year. There is nothing evil about oil and gas. All of these things are distortions built to bring you into this world that the World Economic Forum and people like Jane Goodall want us to live in. You either believe in humanity or you don't. You either believe in the ability of human to reach beyond, to expand to the stars, to do incredible things, to create and innovate. You either believe in that or you don't, and Jane clearly does not. See, I believe in humanity. I believe that human beings, we can be the greatest. We have unlimited potential. We can go into the stars. We can expand throughout the universe. We can tap into unlimited resources. Our kids, our grandchildren, they should be, can be, and must be better off than we are. And if they're not, it's because we failed. We failed in so many ways, and one of those chiefly would be failing to see the potential and believe in the potential of humanity.